everybody, how you doing? Today we're gonna make a coaster. I want to experiment on mixing micas to see if I could get a cool effect going. I'm not exactly sure how these will work. What I'm gonna do is teal, blue, and scarlet, but that's gonna be mixed in white porcelain. That is going to be the base color. At least that's the plan. And just for a little extra fun stuff, a little extra fine craft glitter, crystal diamond. So we're gonna get to that. The mica powders that I'm using are from Baltic Day. They are fantastic. I love them. I have tried a few other brands and I keep coming back to these ones. They are awesome. And the resin that we're going to be using today is Diamond Clarity. I should have had this in front. Diamond Clarity, Naked Fusion, the artist resin. I'm an artist. Cool beads. Okay, so since I don't know how this is gonna work, I'm going to pretty much, let's make that a little bigger. Like I say, this is an experiment, right? So I'm only gonna make a single coaster for this until I see what it looks like, and judging by the outcome, I will design my next set around the outcome to see, well, we'll just see how it goes. Anyway, I'm going to mix up the resin off camera because it's just a 7-minute process you guys probably don't want to see. So I'm going to get it all laid out and do it right here. I'm going to be mixing up 3 ounces, so that's half of the resin, half of the hardener, 1.5 ounces of part A, 1.5 ounces of part B, and that'll give us obviously 3, and we'll go from there. All right, so I was going to mix this off screen, but I thought, well, maybe you might like to see how we're going to do this. So I went ahead and mixed up the resin itself. It's got a lot of bubbles in it. That's the one thing I don't like about the Naked Fusion that I use. It always mixes with a lot of bubbles, which is okay. That just means it's thicker, and for most of the things I do, that's awesome. Having a thick resin means I don't have to wait quite as long to pour, and if you heat it up a little bit, it runs easier, but still, compared to a lot of resins I've seen, there's still a lot. So I don't know if you're aware of how much I dislike glitter, because you may have noticed my hands shaking. I tend to drop glitter a lot. When I was working as a nail tech, I worked with glitter so much, I just got used to the fact that I was going to drop it. Alright, so we talked about having the white as a base, so I'm going to do a healthy ass portion of white. Again, this is the Baltic Day white porcelain. This is the Baltic Day Scarlet. Now I'm still going to do a lot of the red, but not nearly as much as the white, so Let's try that. Oh, I love these colors so much. Let's do about that much blue. I really want this to be opaque. All right. Why didn't I take this out? Poor pendejo. Okay. Mix slowly, because that mica powder will jump out at you. Now it looks like it's mixing into a silver with a red highlight, which is kind of what I was expecting. Okay. Okay. So I'm fairly certain. Buyer's remorse. You know what? No. We said this was an experiment, and that's how we're going to treat it. So, we've already gone over, cleaned this puppy up. You can see it's still got pieces from my last project. I'm not really good at keeping things clean. Woohoo! Look at that, pour right out. This may not be the color I wanted, but it sure it's pretty. I wonder what it's gonna look like. You know what I forgot? Okay. This is important. With these molds, if you haven't used one before, they have that lip. Again, another dream. They have that lip right here. If you don't take something and go in there like that and get those air bubbles out, you're going to have issues. Make a couple rounds on it just to be sure. Okay. Alright, so this is not going to turn out anything like I thought it would, but it's interesting. And remember, you don't want to torch your silicone mold if you can help it. Yep, look, there goes the striations already. So, I'm going to hit it with a hot. Look at all those bubbles. That is the downside. So, one of the things I'm going to do to give myself the illusion that I have control over this project is I'm going to hit it in the center and try to drive that glitter out like that. And then double check, make sure it's okay. Looks good. All right, one more blast. All right. So we're gonna let that sit. I don't know what I thought it was gonna do, but look at how pretty. I don't know what these dots are that are forming. It's almost like some kind of cell action, but it's not. It's very cool though. They're like, I don't know. Let me see if I can make the picture bigger for you. I'd hold the camera closer, but I shake too much. Can you see those? I like it. Kind of looks like amethyst. That's what it is. It looks like amethyst. Which gives me a great idea. I think I have some crushed amethyst. When I turn it over, I'm going to see what I could do. So we will let this sit, and tomorrow we'll demold it and go from there. So it is the next day. It is cured. I could tell it is nowhere near the color I was hoping it would be, but let's see. Oh, it's pretty. Not much of a change. I think I'm going to stop using this type of glitter for a while. There's just too much green highlight for my liking. I gotta find a different one. Maybe I'll just switch the diamond dust. I've got a bunch of the, what is it, the fireplace glass that I'm gonna break down and, ooh, that came out nice. Look at that. I'll break it down into smaller chunks and add alcohol ink for what I need. Different colors. That's cool. That is cool. I like that so much better than that side, which is good. Now, what to do with it? I don't know. Let's see. Let's just grab some at random. Alright. Nope. Oh, that one's pretty. No. Ooh, that little lilac is pretty. Lilac. Do I have any lilac butterflies? I have a heap of stickers. This is only one of my boxes. Let's see. Lilac. Oh, lilacs. Here's some. That's the one. I think that is the one. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up just a touch of resin, because if you've seen any of my other videos that I've been doing, I've been on this coaster kick lately. Somebody saw me making some, and I have been cranking them out for different people. This one is just an experiment to see what happens. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up the resin, and then we'll come back and apply it, and we'll get from there. See you in a sec. I probably should have mentioned that these are water transfers. So what I've got to do before I lay down the resin is place the transfer face down by removing the cellophane first, because if you don't, you're going to screw it up. I've done that before. I've seen other people online do it. So it's just like when we were kids, using the water transfers, and then once it's nice and soft, please work. Oh, man. Okay, that lilac is too light. Son of a gun. Alright, quick fix, quick fix, quick fix. I got this. Because this isn't the first time this has happened. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some alcohol. Unfortunately, the only one I have right now is ethyl alcohol, so we're going to see how that works. God, I hope it don't ruin it. Just wipe it off. Bye, butterfly. Okay, we need a darker butterfly. Okay. Anyway. That is that. So, quick fix. Quick fix. Too light. Darn it. Maybe it does need a contrasting color. Like the blue. Or that purple. Let's try that purple. Remove that cellophane. Face down where you want it. Water. Crud. Alright. Okay. With that puppy. Make sure it's all covered. What does this say to leave it on for? I've never even looked. I just leave it on for 30 seconds or so to make sure that everything's saturated. Give it a little push. Oh, that's so much better. Okay. Oh, yeah. That looks cool. All right. So, we have to make sure that there is no water on this, because as we all know, or maybe we all don't know if you're new to resin, epoxy resin and water don't mix. All kinds of bad stuff. Anyway, So that's that right now. You can obviously, if you get close enough, I don't know if I don't know if you could see how here there is, you could tell where the water transfer is. Once you put resin over that, that'll disappear. And I'm gonna go mix that up right now. Be right back. Now that that is mixed up, I only mixed up a little medicine cup full of resin, and I used my little thing here because it's so small. When I try to stir it with a stick, I slosh. And I know a lot of us don't like using these because it doesn't move the resin very much, but for smaller amounts like this, it works really good. You just got to make sure you get the bottom, get the sides. I'm trying to keep it below the surface as much as possible so it doesn't incorporate air bubbles. Okay. Be careful when you put it. Turn it off before you pull it out because that puppy will go fast and spray. All right. Now, I don't think I'm going to put anything around the outside, but that has to sit a minute. So let's check out what we have. Silver and greens. Silvers. I think those would be too big. All right. We're going to use some of these German glass glitter shards, Onyx from Ice Resin. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. Even with it in my hand, I have no idea what it's called. One thing about these is they are so flat that once they're on, they're kind of on. So we gotta be careful with this. And careful is not something I'm known for. You don't have to put it on all at once. Work in small areas. And I'm actually not going to make it a solid line. I want them broken up and around. See, I almost spilled my resin right there. Gosh. I told you careful is not something I'm known for. You can put whatever extras on your piece that you want. Why? Because it is your piece. This is art. It is subjective to the artist. And yeah, I like to think of myself as an artist. I may not be very good yet, but I'm getting there. Did a shard go flying? Yes, it did. It's hard to tell. Try to keep them off the center because even though you can't see it now, once you pour the resin on, you will. It'll catch the light. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I ordered these off of Amazon. Everything I get, I order off of Amazon. Well, that is not true. I also hit the dollar store like a maniac. But I'm pretty stocked up right now. I have a family member. We do a gift exchange. My partner's brother Joey has me this year. He is the coolest guy. I love him. And I'm going to try to make a Tiger King tray and coaster set for him. I have no idea how I'm going to do that, but that's in addition to his regular gift. Alright, now I'm going to tappy tap to make sure they're all flat where I want them to be. Yes. Alright. You know what? That's good enough. He said I wanted them broken. Alright, one more tappy tap. Make sure there's nothing on the rim. Make sure there's nothing floating towards the center. Oh, man, my hands don't work. That's the sucky part. Now I gotta tap tap again. Good enough. Alright. And I'm going to pour in the center. So I could push back and lay on those stones. If you don't have any little silicone sticks like this, get some. Because you'll find out that they make your life easier because they're so small, reusable. There. Right. Now, I have to heat that up, spread it to the edge without messing up those rocks and without making it spray over. Sounds easy, right? Okay, that's just heating it up right now. Now, move it all the way over. It's so hot. And you can see all those bubbles popping. And as it heats, it gets more runny. And it will flow over those shards better. Encapsulating them, holding them down. Okay. How does that look? Well, it looks pretty good, except I see one shard that doesn't want to play long. Why has it always got to be a little one? Here, push it down. Please don't make a mess. Okay, I do that like the drop's gonna go flying off. The viscosity of resin is so much different, obviously, than water. And yet, I keep wanting to treat resin as water. All right, that looks good. Let me see if I can get the camera to zoom in closer for you. Let's put that there. All right, ready? Well, that didn't work very well. I don't want to spill it, so I'm going to move this around. If I try to hold the camera close, my hands will shake and you won't be able to see anything. So that's why we have to do it this way. I hope you have enjoyed watching this experiment. I've enjoyed performing it. And what you can't see is on the butterfly's wings, it's very yellow. Oh man, hold on. There's got to be a better way to do this. Okay. I'm going to give it a shot. If it doesn't work, I am so sorry. Okay, yeah, this angle's better. Can you see? Look at that. You know, it's definitely catching the light. All right, folks, that's it. See you on our next video. I'm going to be making some Dodgers. Thanks. Bye.